Hello there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to have a look at the cards of the Tinseltown Tarot, a deck by 50s Vintage Dame. It says, speak into the future through the golden age of Hollywood, and I think it's cool that this has some metallic vibe going on. I think it's pretty awesome. I purchased this deck off of Amazon. I've seen it in one of the reviews. Just a quick view of the cards. So I am very keen to see how they look like up close and personal. Well, honestly, I saw some of the cards when I was doing the unboxing when the whole box of my haul came in, but I haven't really had the chance to go through each of the cards, and I'm gonna do that with you today. So in the back it says, forget the crystal ball, try the silver screen. The shimmering deck will beckon you back to the time of dazzling stars, glimmering boudoirs, and overflowing champagne. And hey, if your cards ain't looking so well, just turn on one of your favorite flicks and audition for a better fate tomorrow. Fancy. Okay, let's have a look. So the box, it reminds me of my Mood Tarot. This is another fancy deck that I got. Very, very funny, actually. Let's see. It has, but it is actually slimmer, a little bit slimmer. Is it? Nah, I don't know. They have the same size, I guess, but somehow it feels slimmer. Let's see if the packaging is the same. Yeah, this one's just a little, the cut is just a little thinner, but they do have the cigarette flip top box packaging going on, which is very interesting. Yeah, it doesn't have anything fancy in there except for the matte gold, which is, I think, is a nice touch. I'm gonna set this aside over here. It doesn't come with a guidebook, but it does have this extra card that says, speak into the future through the golden age of Hollywood. And then, so this is, this deck is based on the classic Rider-Waite design, which was originally published in 1910. Yada, 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 history of tarot, whatever. And then you have shuffle, spread, read, reflect. So that's basically your instructions. So I guess the target market of the creators of this deck, would most likely be tarot readers already, or people who already know how to read tarot, because they did not provide instructions or a guidebook. So this is how the backing looks like. It's pink, it's pretty, it's just, very simple. I like the backing of this one. Cards though, yeah, that's where, the disappointment comes in. The cards are so flimsy. They are really, really flimsy. It's I don't know, maybe it's just 100 GSM or so, 120. I don't know, it's just really not top quality cards. You can easily tear it if you want, so you have to be very careful when handling your deck. It is not glossy, but you do have a glare going on. It's not matte as well, so hey, there you go. Let's have a look at the cards. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you have a better view of the images. As you can see, it has this golden border thing going on, similar with all of the cards. I think that's their style. And yeah, it's like your really like vintage Hollywood era, which is fun. And I love the Fool. But I'm going to shut up now so we can proceed with the flip through. And we're done with the flip through. As you saw, they did follow the Rider-Waite-Smith system, which is very cool. As I was saying before we started with the flip through, you know, the full, there's someone who wants to go to Hollywood and start their, I don't know, like movie star journey or whatever. So it is a good representation of the full. I think the cards are really nice. It's just like a shame that production quality is not that nice at all. It's kind of like a waste for me. I love how this card is just so pretty and reminds me of vintage comic books or those comic strips that you see in newspapers or magazines. Chariot is a nice representation. Look at this one, the Hermit. Oh gosh, you know what? This is kind of freaking me out just because I have heard of like a story of, I forgot her name, but there is like someone who wanted to be, or who's like a starlet in Hollywood, and she went up the Hollywood hill, the sign. So anyway, basically the lady went up there and she was depressed and she actually, you know, jumped and she died, and apparently this woman is still seen there, you know, at least that's what some ghost hunters believe. But you know, immediately I'm reminded of that, and you know, I with that I can't seem to kind of like connect it with the Hermit now. But let's see. Wheel of Fortune is a little bit I don't know, I wish it had more. But overall, I think the images are pretty. I think it's cute and it has this playful flair. Of course, I love this one, the star. The moon. It's really nice, actually. Lady Godiva, or at least someone playing to be Lady Godiva. So yeah, it's a beautiful card deck. Rather, it's just that I really wish, you know, they produced it better. Wands are represented with lipsticks. Look at that. Of course, pentacles are pentacles here. We have of cups with cocktail cups, and it's pretty. And then for these swords, we have actual swords. So there you go. Let's have a look at how it shuffles. Let me just try to shuffle it for you so you have an idea. It is I'm not sure if this is your typical tarot size. I can pull up oh, see? I can even bend it. That's how tiny, or I mean, that's how thin the cardstock is, because normally I can't do that because I do have small hands. So if you're going to shuffle it and riffle it, you have to be really, really careful so as not to fold it. But, if I were you, I would rather shuffle it this way just to prevent it from creasing. But yeah, it's easy to shuffle that way, easy to shuffle this way as well. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Wandering Star Tarot, which is a Hay House deck, and this is your typical tarot size, just so that we can compare the size. Nah, it's it's a little bit bigger, just a little bit there. But it's easy to handle because it is a thin deck. The GSM is not that thick. So there you go. What do you guys think about this deck? Do you want to purchase it? Are you going to include it in your collection? Do you love 50s vintage drama, whatever? If you do, then maybe this is a deck that you might consider for your collection. I myself love pin-up, and I have been thinking of acquiring some pin-up themed decks myself, so I don't know, maybe that will go well with this one. But yeah, this is just me rambling. But thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you in some way, please consider giving it a like. It really helps out the channel and the algorithm. Please consider subscribing, and thank you, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye.